Hello guys, this is Jay, this is Sugar, and here's the Hollywood sign. And I got a message for you guys today. Yesterday, I did feel really strong emotional turbulence. I did start crying or pouting a bit. After yesterday, I was doing Let's Make a Deal. I wasn't really upset about losing the 10 grand. I was really more disappointed that I wasn't able to talk to Wayne Brady himself to possibly get him as be my client for travel business. But I guess that's what I get for thinking too ahead of myself. And why, being in the present is the most important thing in life. Because when we are in the present, or when I'm in the present, when I'm able to focus on what's in front of me, I notice that, all that emotional turbulence goes away, especially when I have past thoughts about people hurting me. Though I don't remember much detail of when this happened and how it happened, but I do remember the pain that was left behind. And I think that's what the lessons here about, these past thoughts and future expectations is that it's just all in the ego telling you that they're true. And they're really not true. They're all imagination. And there's nothing wrong with having imagination because, imagination's workshop of the mind. It's the workshop of the mind, It's what creates your reality in some sense. Like I said, I feel like when I have these intrusive thoughts, I started believing that they're real. And, we don't know what's going on with that other person who's brought you hurt, what they're going through in life. That's why even if, they hurt us, we should still love and care for them. Because in my point of view of life, that we're all one. Anyone that brings suffering to you is also suffering to some degree. And like I said, it's easier said than done, especially when you don't practice, going within, doing the inner work. But I have been doing that recently. And as a matter of fact, after I get off this, recording, I'm going to be doing some of that and doing some creative work. But anyone that's listened to this message, I just want you guys to know that you're not alone. We're all going through our own hardships. I know there's a lot going on in the world right now, especially with, U.S., butting into Iran. And in my opinion, we should save our resources on our own country, There's people that need to be helped around here, especially the homeless, or people who are about to be homeless, or people who are sick, people who have cancer. Again, I guess this what this message is about is yeah, I know how the pain and suffering feels. It really, like I said yesterday, it was just a day where I just felt a sense of hopelessness, not understanding what direction I'm going in life, but yet somehow I'm still flowing with it. And I know life is always there for me. It's just, it's taken time for some of us here to, realize that the most beautiful thing that we have is right in front of us. And that's because we get trapped into these thoughts. And Sugar, come here. Make sure she doesn't run off the cliff or the hill. But yeah, sometimes we need to go out in nature and just kind of reflect on of what it is that's causing us to be trapped in these thoughts. Some of us here might need to go, like me, I'm starting getting better rest, but I still have a hard time staying asleep. And that can affect emotional turbulence. But the people who don't have that problem, I want to say congratulations. You're one step ahead of me, I would say. Means like you guys have more power to have more control over your thoughts than I do. Of course, like I said, I'm still working on, focusing on, getting better rest each and every day. Just one step at a time. Next time I go to the sleep doctor, it's going to be June 14th, a few more months. But I guess the biggest takeaway here is like you're not alone when it comes to these like thoughts and having these thoughts. It's normal. I mean, it's not in the world. I mean, I don't believe that there's such thing as perfection. Perfection to me is being in the present. At least what I learned from a lot of spiritual speakers. And when I do get a taste of the present, it's beautiful. It's wonderful. I mean, especially being on this hilltop, looking at that Hollywood sign and get a piece of nature and a piece of downtown LA. It's very scenic. It's very beautiful. I'm glad I'm here. And when in doubt, look within, because that's where the answers are. It's definitely been helping me a lot. I know when I get these looping thoughts, I kind of come to a realization of what I need to work on, like especially with my speaking skills. Like right now, when I recorded this, I did not, write a script or rehearse anything. I just kind of like the moment I press record, that's when these thoughts start coming up. And that's what I'm talking about, or this feeling these thoughts are influenced by the feeling. That's why I start speaking what I'm speaking. It's almost like life or God is channeling through me in some way, shape, and form. Now, I'll be honest with you, I'll be surprised if I get 1 or 2 views from this. But that's okay, because I'm really doing this for myself more than anything. But if someone gets a message from this, I really do appreciate it. I mean, there's just something about recording myself and speaking on this and uploading on YouTube that brings like an inner peace to me. So for the ones that are watching this, thank you for being a part of my journey. And again, the takeaways here, and like our thoughts are our biggest enemy. Past and present let's say past and present. Past and future does not exist only within the mind. The only thing that really exists now is the present. And when we focus on the present, that's where true happiness comes from. And when you're struggling to do that, if you can sit there and think about your worries and fears, you can spend that next couple of minutes. If you can spend 5 minutes thinking of those things, you can spend 5 minutes of focusing on, closing your eyes, focusing on your breath, or focus on your hearing, or focusing on your hearts. Because that's where God speaks to you. It's within your heart, your intuition. Just trust its guidance. Thank you guys for watching. Love you guys. See you in the next one. Bye for now.